So you are the founder and the chancellor of Covenant Journey Academy. Talk a little bit about what led you to want to create this institution.
Well, thank you for having me. We have been working with young people for many years in various areas of life, and I was dean also of a law school and professor of law. Worked with a lot of young people, not only in the law school level, but also in undergrad. But one of the things that we've seen is a deterioration of the education system beginning in kindergarten, and obviously our work at Liberty Counsel. We've seen the indoctrination of the wokeness, the critical race theory, the LGBTQ indoctrination agenda that's being pushed on the young people. And the other thing, when I was dean of the law school at Liberty University, when I helped to found that law school, we began to think through every area of subject matter from a Christian worldview. And what we found is that a lot of Christian schools, whether they're at the graduate level or K through 12, they may be Christian in name, but they're not thinking biblically each one of these courses, how to integrate them. And so I think COVID really exacerbated this issue where people began to see what was going on in the schools with the fact that they were able to see what was being taught to their kids. And because of that need, we have been working for years, but finally ultimately launched it, Covenant Journey Academy, full service K through 12 online Christian academy, available 24/7, 365. We have over 150 courses to choose from of a wide variety, all taught by Christian certified teachers trained in biblical worldview and certified in their various areas of expertise.
I mean, that is an incredibly large operation too, and this is recently announced that this is happening. What went into this? Because creating a K-12, it's not like this is just two grades. You're starting small. It's K-12. It's a massive undertaking. What were the steps that you had to take to make this online Christian school a reality?
Well, we've been thinking about it, working for a long time, and then we began by hiring very qualified people who have a lot of experience in education, also a lot of experience in some of the largest Christian online education operations in the world. And so they are part of it as well, and they are very, very skilled. So our team has been working diligently for many, many months to bring all this together, and frankly, years to put it all together. We're very excited because now what we have is a K through 12 program, and it's available for homeschoolers or private schools. So for homeschool, for example, you can have all of your courses taught K through 12 right there. It's a private school that's a turnkey operation that can be in your home or wherever you're traveling, 24/7, 365, anywhere in the world, meaning any student, any family, anywhere in the world can be a part of this. In addition to having this for homeschool, either all of your homeschooling or supplementing part of your homeschooling, certain courses or certain grade levels, for example, it's also for private schools. There's a lot of churches and private schools that are starting, but they don't have the infrastructure to start a K through 5 or a K through 12 program. Or if they have started one, they may not have everything filled. So we can be the entire operation of a K through 12 church program through one of our affiliation programs. Or we can supplement certain subject matters or entire grades as you're building your residential program. So this is a great opportunity for expanding private Christian schools and churches, expanding homeschool opportunities as well. And we also have dual degree opportunities. So if you're a junior and a senior and you're at Covenant Journey Academy, those last 2 years of your education system, they can also account towards 2 years of an AA degree of a college course. So by the time you graduate, you not only have your high school diploma from Covenant Journey Academy, but you have a 2 year accredited Associate of Arts degree as well. So you've already knocked out 2 years of your your graduate, undergraduate courses. It's a great opportunity. And also that can help in some of your GPAs as well, because it's like taking honors courses when you're taking the Associate of Arts or the dual degree program. We also have a lot of honors courses that you can take, AP courses. We have 6 languages, and we will soon, within the next couple of weeks, add a 7th language. That seventh language will be Hebrew. We'll have Hebrew 1 and 2. We have Spanish, we have French, Latin, German, Chinese, and American Sign Language. And you can begin that in kindergarten.
Wow. I mean, I have so many questions here, but it sounds like what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong here, this is very unique because this can be something that you do as, again, an addendum or part of your homeschool curriculum. It can be something you do full-time remote with your kids. This is their school option. And it could be something that even a residential, like let's say a church is starting a school, they could actually, having kids, physically there, be using Covenant Journey Academy to supplement what they're teaching the kids. Is that accurate? You kind of have three different buckets there.
That's right. Like, say, for example, a church wants to have its own church school, but they don't have the infrastructure, they don't have the experience, they don't have the funds. So they can begin by having an affiliation program with us, and they can have the kids come. You can basically revive, if you will, the one-room schoolhouse. So you can begin literally with one room. Each one of the students then can be at different grade levels, and you have someone from that church there essentially as a proctor, because all the other material is coming for that school, for that student, through Covenant Journey Academy with certified teachers. So you don't need to have your own certified teachers. We provide the certified teachers, and those certified teachers are Christians. They're taught in Christian worldview. They're trained in the various areas of subject matter expertise, and they will have interaction with those students. So literally, you can revive the one schoolroom. This is how the founders actually began. It was a one-room schoolhouse. You can do that. You can segregate them in different grades as you get more and more, young people that come into your school. So this is a great way for churches, no matter what their capability. Churches that have 50 members, you can start a school right there. You may only have a few, but that's okay. Start it. You could have 5,000 members. You can supplement this. If you don't have a school, you can use this school, or you can supplement what we have. I can tell you that we have so many different courses. I will guarantee you that we have a lot of courses that even many private schools don't have. I mean, how many private schools offer 6 languages, and pretty soon we're going to be offering a 7th language, and we have higher levels of those languages. We have a kindergarten student that became our first student. She was in pre-K, and unfortunately, she was bullied, pushed down by 3 other girls. It was during the whole BLM issues that you saw on TV and everywhere else. They brought that into the private Christian school, unfortunately, bullied this little girl. The school administration knew about it, but they decided, since it's so sensitive right now, they're not going to do anything about it. So the mom is pulling that little girl out of school. She was terrified to go back to school. Now she is so excited to start. She says, I don't want to wait till August when school starts for most schools. Can I start right away? Well, we have rolling enrollment every week. So you can start any week of the year.
Wow.
And so she's going to be starting, and one of the courses she's going to take in kindergarten is Spanish. She's so excited about it. So we're very excited about the opportunities. Like I said, 24/7, 365, over 150 courses, and those numbers are growing, all taught by certified teachers, rolling enrollment every week, lots of opportunities available. But most importantly, we believe education needs to be founded in a Judeo-Christian worldview. And that's what's lacking in our public school education. And frankly, unfortunately, even in some private schools as well.
So, when you look at the public school system, there's a real debate among Christians right now over whether or not Christians should keep their kids in the public school. Should they pull them out? Should they keep them in? Obviously, you have another option here. Pulling yourself back from that, when you look at the paradigm and you look at what is happening, what is your take? Should Christian schools, or should Christian students rather, be in public schools or not?
I think that parents should pull their children out of the public schools. When you look at the history of what's happened in our public schools, there has been an agenda for decades to secularize the schools and to take God out of the schools and remove any Judeo-Christian foundation. It has been used and is being used, no matter whether it's in what you would consider a conservative area of our country, as a area of propaganda. And they're pushing critical race theory, they're pushing the wokeism, they're pushing LGBTQ, they're pushing anti-God. They're dividing the kids from their parents. And even though you have a good home environment, what's being taught and the association within that school is not good. I think Christian teachers ought to be in the schools to help those individuals, but I would say our kids are not prepared for that kind of warfare. Let me just say, I was teaching at the law school someone who had gone to different schools and came to the law school. We were having the first year course. One of them was called Foundations of Law. It was about a Christian worldview in all areas of law. At the end of that semester, one of these Christian students came up to me and said that he had gone to a secular undergraduate school, and he did not realize how much that education had affected him. So I think it's very important that they get a good foundation. And frankly, our kids are not, no matter what kind of home environment you have, they're not prepared, and they shouldn't be put in that kind of environment that is really a warfare against their values and a warfare against God.
When you look at what you're doing here with this school, when you look ahead 20, 30 years, even beyond that, what do you want the legacy of this to be, the impact of this project to be? Because it is very different from what we see on the market right now for education.
Well, our mission and our vision, we want to obviously have a Christian worldview foundation, but we want to raise courageous people of all levels, beginning in kindergarten on up, courageous people founded upon a biblical worldview that will transform the culture. When I say courageous, I'm talking about not only just a foundational biblical worldview in all area, math, science, all areas of education, but to also inculcate that courageousness. We have so many people, for example, they grow up to become legislative leaders, and they may share certain values that we share, but when the going gets rough, they lack courage because that's not something that is grounded or founded. And we want to raise up a courageous generation. It's one of the reasons why we chose the lion logo. It's a courageous animal, like the lion of the tribe of Judah. That strong, courageous men and women, beginning in kindergarten, to literally transform the culture. I believe that we will see that, and I have no doubt. I'm very excited about the future.
So if people want to get more information on Covenant Journey Academy, or they want to enroll their kids, or at least, again, just read a little bit more, where can they go to do that?
They can go to our website. It's cj.academy. There's no .com or .org. It's just cj.academy, cj.academy. You can go there. All the information is available. There's a video. You can also sign up for getting more information. Michelle Archibald is our Director of Admissions and Recruitment, and she will be happy to answer your questions and walk you through the process.
I so appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me, and I think the future is bright when we really focus on our young people and give them the proper foundation.